Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to beautiful San Jose, California, where we're about set to start Week 5 action here in the SFL Minor League here on YouTube. As we welcome you here inside the booth, this is yours truly, Nate Hall, and alongside me in the booth today is Justin Rezai. Justin, how are you doing tonight?
Doing good there, Nate. It's a beautiful day in San Jose, California, getting ready for some football in the Silicon Valley.
Yeah, and as we get set here to start this one, we got a couple of teams that are kind of in the middle of the pack. Lexington comes into this match at 2-1, while San Jose is kind of towards the bottom of the league at 1-3. But we still know it's about halfway through the season, and anything can happen here in the minor leagues. What are you going to be looking for as we get this one started?
Looking for a lot of, what can San Jose do with Zachary Penn and David Gears tonight? Because they're the most important wide receivers for this Lexington Miners offense tonight.
Absolutely, and as we have the ball in the tee, about ready to kick this one off, it looks like San Jose's going to be receiving the opening kickoff. As looks like Lexington's kicker Brooke Beisel has it on the tee, hands in the air, runs up to it, and we're off here in San Jose. Fielded in the end zone, up the middle, going up the middle to the 20, right about the 19-yard line is where he'll get tackled. And as San Jose comes and takes the field, we will introduce you to the San Jose starting lineup for offense. Starting with the quarterback, Jordan Sipe. Halfback, number 28, Josh Slapp. Fullback is Toriano Rivera at number 22. The wide receivers are number 11 and 83, Anthony Delano and Logan Strange, respectively. And your tight end is DJ Bandit. We'll get to the defense after this play. Handoff to the left side for Josh Slapp, and he gets about nowhere as he gets tackled for no gain, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that was a designed run play, but Lexington was all there to prevent Slapp from getting a first down, obviously, because you can't, getting the ball moved from 10 yards.
2nd and 10. They come out here with the shotgun now as Sipe is back in the gun with 4 split out, 2 on either side. Sipe's back to throw over the middle. One-handed catch, it looks like, is made, and he's going to have enough for the first down. That is going to be number 83, wide receiver Logan Strange for San Jose. Enough for the first down. And while we have a moment, let's introduce you to the Lexington Miner defense. Defensive end Corey Dobbins is number 78. Outside linebackers, One is number 50, Forrest Dalton, and 56, Thomas Matthews. And cornerbacks Ty Woodson and Daryl Bullock. And we'll get the rest of them after this play. Back to throw his sight, and another completion. And that's Strange again, I believe, out to the 48-yard line, just to round out your secondary for the Miners. Free safety Travis Arthur and strong safety Isabella Blackwell. One of the 2 females, Justin, that Lexington Miners have on their team, along with kicker Brooke Beisel.
Yes, 2 familiar female names in the SFL minor leagues this past season. Now they come back for this season, but they're teammates now instead of playing each other.
Absolutely, as Sipe is back to throw again, and this time it's going to go to Anthony Delano with his first catch this evening. He's going to get a nice gain of about 4 yards before he falls down. A good gain of 4 there on first down.
Yeah, very good gain on 4th down by Anthony Delano. You got to look at it this way. Short yardage, first down is good, but you got to get those 6 yards either with a longer pass or maybe a run play to Slapp here.
Absolutely. They have to come out in the ace formation, hands it off to Slapp, right up the middle, right up the gut, and gains about 2 yards before he's tackled by number 96. That's going to be one of the backups, I believe. Yes, it is defensive tackle Mark Rams.
Yeah, you gotta find the A gaps and B gaps. Slapp just didn't find that A gap that he needed to get the run.
Big 3rd down here early on in this ball game. 3rd and 4. Sipe's back to throw. Has good timing. And he gets it out to his wide receiver onto the left side, and it's going to be, Anthony Delano again with his 2nd catch, and that's going to be enough for the first down as they are on the Lexington side of the field at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, so very good play there. That's what you need to do. You have to find your open man as a quarterback because owners are looking for those good quarterbacks when it comes to the draft in December.
Yeah, the draft is coming up, going to be coming up quick, and these minor leagues trying to make a name for themselves. This time, it's going to be completed again by Delano for a good 4-yard gain. And you mentioned it, Justin, as we're full swing now with season 17 of the major leagues behind us. Second half of the season for the minor leagues start today, and these minor leaguers are all about getting their names out there.
Yes, they're all trying to get a name out there. They're trying to impress the SFL GMs and the owners out there.
Jordan Sight back in the gun, back to throw, over the middle, deep throw, and that's going to be completed inside the 5, down to the 4, and that's going to be Logan Strange with a huge gain to set them up with the huge first and goal.
A very huge first and goal. Logan Strange finds the hole in the zone. Zape throws it to him, and he gets to where inside the 5-yard line, way inside the SFL red zone, trying to get their first score of the game.
And this would be huge if San Jose could come out and score on their first drive, starting off this ball game. As we said, coming in at 1-3, trying to get a good start to their second half of the SFLm season. And this time, running back doesn't go anywhere as Slap gets tackled for no gain on that play.
Yes, Slap was trying to find the A gap and the B gap, but he couldn't find one of those gaps because those gaps are filled by Lexington frontline players.
Like that was number 93, Ron Bush, there on the tackle. As they come out in the eye, does San Jose with wide receivers on the other side of the formation. Swipes back to throw, and that is tipped and almost picked off. Probably should have been, but number 24 best that one away, and that's going to fall harmlessly to the ground and complete. Isabella Blackwell getting her hand in there to knock it away.
Yeah, exactly. Isabella Blackwell read Snape's eyes perfectly right then and there. Even though she didn't intercept it, she perfectly read Snape's eyes on that play.
Almost like she could envision what the quarterback was going to do before he threw that one. As they come out here on third and goal from the 4-yard line, Sights back to throw. He swings it out, and that's going to be out to Slap in the flats, and he's going to waltz into the end zone, and they're going to get their first touchdown in this game. Josh Slap as he waltzes into the end zone.
Yeah, that's what Lexington should have had him covered. They had everybody covered but Josh Slap there. Wide open spaces for Slap to go in the end zone.
Yeah, that's definitely a blown coverage somewhere on that defense. As you said, no one's out there to cover that flat pattern, and he had an easy time getting into the end zone to get this team up 6-0 early in this first quarter as Brooke Beisel comes out to attempt the extra point. Left-footed kicker.
Correction on the kicker there. That is Simon Wells there.
Excuse me, Simon Wells. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm looking at the wrong. Thank you. I'm looking at the wrong one. Yes. So, but at any rate, the extra point is good. Simon Wells gets that one through, and it's a 7-0 lead for San Jose early here in the first quarter. Simon Wells now with the ball on the tee, ready to kick this one off to Lexington. See what Lexington can do here with their first time having the ball. This time it's going to be returned from the 10-yard line. Goes up the left side and gets a good return out of that one up to the 30-yard line. Let's introduce you to Lexington offense as they are about to take the field here. Led by number 5 quarterback, Jaleel Usman II. Halfback is number 21, Sawyer Stern. Wide receivers for the Miners is Zachary Patton, number 10, and David Gears, number 13. And the tight end is John Michael Sudeth at number 85. Usman back to throw, gets it out to the flats to his running back Sawyer Stern, but that's not going to go anywhere as he's tackled for no gain on that play. Good job by number 29. That's going to be Loomis there on the tackle.
Perfect job there by Loomis to cover the flat. Not leave Sawyer Stern to give him any room to run and roam around to try to get 10 yards.
This time Usman comes out in the gun. Looks like the flight might be bringing the blitz on this play, but Usman throws, and that's going to be picked up, and that's going to be returned all the way up to the 35-yard line, and that is going to be number 21. That is going to be backup free safety Corey Nichols on the interception.
That's Sam Blattner on that interception.
Sam Blackner, I'm sorry, yep, you're right. I just had the numbers wrong. I didn't update my roster. Number 21, Sam Blattner, which is going to be a week 4 signing, making his impact felt early in his SFLm career. Good job by him to get his name out there early in this ball game.
Yeah, very good job there by Blattner. Reading Usman's eyes this time, but this time it's an interception instead of what happened to Lexington earlier.
Absolutely, as San Jose gets the ball now with a completion out to the left to Logan Strange for a good 5-yard gain to set up a second and medium from the 29.
Yeah, this is good strategy here by our Vanderlei in this playbook here. Get Delano here on this play, and then the next play maybe run flap somehow.
We all know Art Vanderlei is a master when it comes to coaching. He's proven it right here early in this ball game as Thite comes out under center, hands it to his halfback. That's going to be Josh Slapp, and he's going to get no gain on that play before he's tackled right there at the 29-yard line.
Once again, Lexington covers every gap that a runner needs, the A and the B gap and even a C gap. But Lexington covers every gap that they needed to cover, and Slapp gets no gain.
This time it's going to be handed off again to Josh Slapp, and again, maybe this time he gains a yard, but that's not going to be anywhere near the first down marker as number 24 for Lexington. It's going to be Isabella Blackwell making another big play to set up 4th down and a possible field goal attempt.
Yep, Simon Wells is out there, and perfect job by Isabella Blackwell finding the gaps that gap that Slapp was going for, and he wrestled him down. And she wrestled him down.
Absolutely good job by her. Simon Wells now out for the field goal. It's going to be about a 45-yarder. Snaps down, clean, kick is up, and that is going to be no good. No good by Simon Wells, and they're going to come away with 0 points off of that turnover.
That's what happens when you have an uncacked kicker sometimes. Sometimes their field goals are good, and sometimes it goes way left or way right. We've seen it in the SFL, and now we've always been seeing it in the SFLm.
Absolutely. We've talked about it before during other games earlier in the season, but how important contracted kickers are in this league. Some coaches have different philosophies, but right there kind of proves that you need a contracted kicker maybe to get those field goals through. As Lexington comes back out on offense from the 35-yard line, and that's going to be caught by number 85. That's going to be the tight end, Michael Sudeth. Yeah,
Michael Sudeth there finding a perfect tight end running route to catch a ball like that from Usman.
This time with a bunch backfield with one wide receiver wide. He's going to be handed off, though, to the halfback, Sawyer Stern, and he's going to get no gain on that play after some extracurriculars, looks like, by a couple of the linemen. But no gain on that play, so it's set up a 3rd and long.
It's once again, this time the flight covering the A and the B gaps for Sawyer Stern not to run through. So it's obviously both teams want to cover their A and their B gaps to prevent the run game.
Usman going out in the gun with 5 wide this time. He's going to get sacked. No chance at all to get rid of that one. As the big defender came in there and gave Buford Reese came in there and gave Usman no chance whatsoever to get rid of that football. Yeah,
Reese there gave Usman a pancaking sack there, and now you got to punt this ball away.
As the punter for Lexington comes out, Rand Fullman, to punt this one away. Just a disappointing drive there by Lexington. It gets this one away, and it's going to be fielded at about the 33-yard line and tackled soon after about the 35-yard line. And San Jose will come out on offense right there.
Yeah, so now San Jose has 7 points. They missed a field goal on their last drive. So now we got to see what they can do on this. What Art Vanderlei has in the hat this time for this drive.
Jordan Sipe this time coming out under center with 2 wide receivers to the right. But he hands the ball off. Spin move. That was a good spin move that time by Slapp, and he's going to push his way forward for a 9.5-yard gain to get close to the sticks, set up a second and very, very short.
Perfect job there by Slap there to find his. I think you found the C gap in that run play. So now you got a second and short. Let's see what they can do here on this play.
But I'm sorry, that's a jumbo formation. Looks like with an eye behind sight. He's going to hand the ball off, and that's going to be an easy first down for Josh Slap as he goes forward to about the 46 to gain that first down yardage that he needed.
Yes, he gained it perfectly. Offensive line did their job to the defensive line, and Slap got the first down. Obviously, that's what you have to do in a run plays here.
This time under center, it's Sight with 5 wide, goes back to pass, throws it over the middle. Looks like that might have been an all slant pattern, but it's going to be caught for a good gain of about 9 yards as number 10. Looks like he was a little slow to get up there at first, but Gary Waters comes away with a big catch.
Yeah, big catch there on a slant play. Because you run every play in the book. You run the perfect slant play here. That's what you got to do if you're San Jose. Find plays that work like the slants.
Looks like Isabella Blackwell was there in on the tackle along with one of the other backup safeties. So she's being active so far here in this first quarter as they hand the ball off this time. San Jose hands the ball off to Slap and goes right at the middle, gains the yards he needs to get that first down all the way up to the Lexington 40-yard line before he's tackled right there.
Yep, San Jose now has this run. Went with a pass first, now gets the run play in, and now you have another fresh set of downs.
Boy, if Jordan Sipe can keep those kinds of numbers up with a rating of over 130, this might be a good game for San Jose to get back in the swing of things. Oh boy, I don't know what Slipe was trying to do there on that handoff, but it looks like he changed direction. Instead of going off to the right like he was supposed to, he cut it back left. Maybe he saw something that shut down pretty quickly. But
yeah, maybe he heard the defensive end's footsteps, and he just went the other way for a yard loss.
2nd and 11 now for Jordan Slipe and company. Slipe turns around, hands the ball off to Slap, and again, just nowhere for Slap to go as the final seconds tick away here in the first quarter with the San Jose Flight leading early here, 7-0 over Lexington. You're watching the SFL Minor Leagues on YouTube. We'll be right back. As we welcome you back here in beautiful San Jose, California for the second quarter of action here. San Jose flipping sides of the field, going from your right to left. Sipe this time back in the gun with 4 wide, back to throw. Off to the right-hand side, and a nice leaping catch this time by number 83, Logan Strange, and that's going to be a big gain there to get them another first down.
Yep, right there. Logan Strange caught the ball. Ty Woodson was trying to intercept it, but Logan Strange wins the war battle for the football.
Jordan Sipe almost making it look easy so far, but he's got some good wide receivers out there helping him out with some great catches as well. Sipe hands the ball off this time to Slap, and a nice spin move all the way down. Oh, I thought he was going to get it to the end zone, but they're going to mark him just shy all the way down to set up a 1st and goal on the goal line.
And this is example of offensive line perfectly doing what they need to do to get Slap to do what he needs to do in the running game.
Lap out there with a nice spin move, making that defense look silly on that play. All the way down inside the 1-yard line as San Jose sets up shop. 3 backs behind him. Sipe under center. Sipe turns around, hands the ball off to Slap, and he didn't have far to go, but he's going to cross that goal line and get in for yet another score as they go up by 2 touchdowns.
Yep, and Slap did the perfect idea to have. He was trying to run it in, and the important thing is you get the football over that goal line, and he's in. That's all you need to do. Get that football right over the goal line.
And as they set up here for the extra point, you got to start wondering now when Lexington retakes the field on offense, they might be thinking it's, it's still early in the second quarter, but they need to score here quick in order to turn this tide, I think, as the extra point snap is down, kick is up and it's good by Wells to go up 14-0 in the second quarter. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at www.simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan and fantasy, as the kickoff is away by Wells. And the return coming up from the 7-yard line, turns off to the right-hand side and gets good yardage all the way up to the 31-yard line before he's tackled number 80 there with the return. Nice return, Brian Way.
Yeah, that was, now Lexington has to put points on the board because you're down 14. You didn't have any success on your last drive because every time you try to do a running play, San Jose was there.
Absolutely. It doesn't seem like they're getting any kind of running room, but Stern has been stopped on each time he touches the ball, and this time it's no different as he tries to bounce it off to the right side. He's going to get tackled for a loss of 2 yards, this time number 55, inside linebacker Sean Robinson, another week 4 signing for this San Jose Flight defense, and as the offense comes back out for a second down, you got to start thinking they might have to rely on Usman's arm before too long to get some yardage as they hand the ball off again to Stern. This will be yet another loss of 3 yards this time by number 95 this time. This will be Jabril Kearse on the tackle as Stern is just having a hard time today finding any kind of yardage.
Yep, he's having a hard time finding any running room because there's been San Jose defenders in front of him.
See what they do here on 3rd and 15. They're going to go empty set here with Usman under center. Usman's back to throw. Deep throw over the middle, and that's going to get tipped away and incomplete. Number 33 there on the coverage. That is going to be Bryant James with the deflection, and it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, this is an example of every receiver was covered. It was like Zach Payne was covered, David Gears was covered, and probably even John Sun was covered as well. So that's what they need. The tight ends and the wide receivers need to find the holes in the zone.
And as Lexington puts this one away, punter Rand Fullman gets it away. And it's returned from about the 40-yard line up to the 43. And that is where San Jose's offense will start this next drive.
Yep, it's been the offense has gotten 2 scores already. They're up 14. They're trying to go up 21. But let's see what happens here this time, if Lexington can stop them this time around.
And just looking at it here through the first quarter and a half of play, San Jose is definitely winning the field position battle early on in this ball game as they hand the ball off to a slap off to the right-hand side and gains about 1 yard before he's tackled by number 28. It's going to be Daryl Bullock there on the tackle.
Yeah, perfect job by Bullock to wrap up slap on that play because got to make sure the runner has no space to run.
And we saw what he can do when he gets some open space earlier on that last drive as Sipe sets up this time in the gun. 4 wide, back to throw his Sipe, but what a tip by number 22, Travis Arthur. Probably should have picked that one off. He was in perfect position to do so. And coming into this game, Justin, I felt like turnover differential was going to be a huge part of this game because coming into this game, Lexington is a +6 turnover differential, whereas San Jose is a -2.
Yeah, 6 is better than 2. That's for a positive 6 is better than a -2. That's for sure.
And Sipe back to throw over the middle this time, bobbled by a couple times and falls incomplete. Another one that probably should have been picked off, but San Jose gets away with one right there. Incomplete pass, and it's going to set up 4th down.
Perfect stop there by Lexington because they had all the receivers covered and they're just knocking down the balls. That's what you got to do on defense. Cover your receivers and get the balls where you can knock down passes.
And this time, Lexington gets the stop that they need, which is gonna, not allow San Jose to extend this lead any further quite yet. As San Jose punts this one away, and it's received right there, all the way up to about the 20-yard line is where, is where Lexington will start this next drive. Are you a next level SFL fan? Visit the SFL League website at simulationfl.net for info on how to create a player and to join our community. Check out League Leaders. We've got stats from all 17 seasons of SFL action and playoff games, season and career numbers of all the players over time who have gone from couch to field. Simulation Football League, 7 seasons strong. As this time, Usman gets passed out to Sawyer Stern, and that's going to be a loss, actually, of about 1 yard on the play.
Yeah, that was a mistake there by Stern there, because you got to go forward. You can't go out of bounds backwards.
So not a good start to this drive, definitely by Lexington, as they come out with a jumbo ace formation. Usman under center with a single back behind him. Turns around, play action pass, and looked like he might have been under pressure there a little bit, but that's going to get knocked away by number 55. That is going to be inside linebacker Sean Robinson on the deflection. We didn't get a chance to earlier, so let's get over this San Jose defense really quickly. Number 95, defensive end Jabril Pierce. Defensive tackle is Buster Johnson, number 66. Outside linebacker is Aaron Gooden, number 56. Inside linebackers, number 55, Sean Robinson. And the cornerback is Kyron Clay, and safety Sam Blodner and Bryant James. This one is thrown deep, and that's going to be picked off. Picked off at the 42-yard line. And Usman just, probably worst case scenario at that point, as Sam Blodner comes away with the INT.
Yeah, he did come away with the INT. Again, he reads Usman's eyes. Once again, this is an important thing for a defensive back. Always read the quarterback's eyes, and if he can get an interception, grab the ball.
He thought the momentum might have been swinging a little bit, at least a teeny bit, since Lexington's defense got that previous stop, but just too careless with the ball that time, and San Jose gets the ball right back, 42-yard line, and then, sight! Is going to give the ball right back to Lexington as number 24, Isabella Blackwell, making big plays tonight, comes away with the INT.
There she is. Look at this, reading Snape's eyes, and she gets the ball like she's supposed to since she's a defensive back. Get that ball, get your interception, give the ball right back to your offense.
So, with Lexington coming out on offense now after that big turnover by Isabella Blackwell, offset formation behind him. He has the ball off to Sawyer Stern. He's going to get a gain of about 3 yards before he's tackled at about the 28.
Good run there by Sawyer Stern. He's been getting bottled up by the flight defense. Oh, no, first quarter and a half now.
Yeah, Sawyer Stern, nowhere to go quite yet. I don't think he's broken anything more than about 4 or 5 yards in this ball game. Just nowhere to go so far. As Usman's back to throw, swings it out to Sawyer Stern in the flats. Turns upfield and gets about 2 yards before he's tackled right there. Looks like that's number 55, Sean Robinson, on the tackle.
Yes, that was a good play by Sawyer Stern, but again, the flight defense was right there to stop him.
Big third down now for Lexington, coming out with 2 wide with an I-back formation behind them. Usman back to throw. That's a backwards pass, looks like. And that's going to go nowhere, as they're not going to even say he got a single yard on that play. Tackled for no gain to set up a 4th and 4.
On a 3rd and 4, why would you call a backward pass? That to me is just kind of a bad play calling there by the OC there. That was a play you should have ran up throw, maybe to Zach Patton or David Gears, but that was just beyond me you call that play.
head scratcher for sure as Lexington's punter Rand Pullman comes out to kick this ball away back to San Jose, and they return this one up to the 39-yard line. Is where they start this next drive. And last couple of drives, just either there's a turnover here by one of the teams, Justin, or just the offense just can't get anything going. Let's see what San Jose can do now as they come out, setting up here in the gun on first down from the 39-yard line, side back in the gun with 4 wide. Oh, looks like he was under pressure, and that's going to be picked off, and it's coming back the other way, all the way up to the 38-yard line. That's going to be, excuse me, I didn't see the number, but that's going to be picked off, and Lexington's going to have number 22, excuse me, that's Travis Arthur with the pick, and that's going to set up Lexington with decent field position.
Yeah, very decent field position. That's like Snape's second interception today. It's like he got under pressure, once is okay, but twice? It's like the quarterback needs to get these interceptions out of their heads.
Yeah, hopefully they're learning from their mistakes as they go on in this game. And we'll see a cleaner second half. But at any rate, Lexington comes out here on first down, hands the ball off to Sawyer Stern. You see the numbers there by Stern so far, just echoing what we've been saying all along in this game. 3 yards total rushing, just nowhere for him to go so far.
Yeah, nowhere for him to go, and it's all been running plays. You gotta throw in the pass when you can.
They got to start mixing in Gears and Patton at some point, I believe, or else it could be a very long game for Lexington as they hand the ball off again to Stern. This time he's got some running room, breaks a tackle all the way down to the 20-yard line. You're going to call it to 21, but this time Stern was able to find some room out there on the left-hand side and gets a great gain to set up a first down.
Yeah, very great way for Stern to go to the left, gets his blockers there, and gets a few yards before he's tackled.
Looks like Aaron Aronson, the fullback, along with one of the linemen, set up a nice block on the left-hand side to just spring him loose and get that yardage he needed for that first down on the left side. But great blocking altogether by Lexington as they come out with a first down on the 21-yard line. Usman under center with Stern behind him. Usman back to throw, this time throwing out the flat to Stern. Lowers his head, looks like he was trying to bulldoze his way and does so for a good 5-yard gain to set up a second and medium.
Yeah, now they're involving him in the passing game, which is kind of different than what they were doing the first quarter and a half. Now, almost 4 minutes, for about 2 minutes away from the 2-minute warning, and now they change it up finally.
Yeah, we'll see if that continues as they come out here on the first down, and that is going to be incomplete. I'm sorry, second down. It's going to be incomplete either way. Looking for Stern there over the middle this time, it looks like, and it's going to fall incomplete.
Yeah, good try there by Stern to catch the ball, but he just couldn't get a handle on it with his hands, Sometimes you got to get that stickum on his hands.
Definitely needs to get some stickum on those hands to be able to hold on to that ball. But at any rate, it's going to be 4 wide this time for Usman, with Usman back in the gun on 3rd and 5. Usman back to throw, has timing, and he throws it over the middle, and it's caught. That's going to be a touchdown for Lexington. This time he finally finds one of his wide receivers, and this time it's number 13, David Gears, for the score.
Usman finally finds Gears in the end zone. This is what he needed right now. Finding Gears in the end zone, because it's all been run plays that have lost yardage or didn't get anything, and now finally they get David Gears into the plays.
I think that's the first time we've called Gears' name tonight. A good way for him to get his first catch, getting into the end zone to start the scoring finally for Lexington here. As Brooke Beisel comes out for the extra point. Looks like it was a slow snap, but she was able to get it away, and the extra point is good to cut the lead in half for Lexington.
Yeah, finally Lexington needed what to do. Cut the lead in half, take it down from 14 to 7, and try to stop San Jose this time, make them go 3 and out on this next series.
And on that previous drive, Lexington had good field position after that turnover, so they didn't have very far to go by any stretch. So maybe the field position game is starting to flip their way a little bit as San Jose returns this one off to the left. Nice spin move by number 81. He's going to get tackled right around the 29-yard line, and that's where San Jose will set up shop.
Yeah, let's see what San Jose can do this time, because it's been 2 picks back-to-back by Snipe, and you don't want back-to-back interceptions on two drives.
And Sipe so far this season has been bitten a little bit by that interception bug so far with first half of the minor league season, leading to the 7 turnovers they've committed so far in this season. But this time he finds his wide receiver number 10. That's going to be one of the backup wide receivers, Gary Walters, for a good 6-yard gain.
Yeah, good job there by Walters to get in the zone, and have Snap have a wide receiver instead of a defender intercepting the ball.
Definitely need to take care of the ball on this possession if you want to extend this lead. Sipe this time under center with 2 wide receivers off to the right. That's Slap behind him. Hand his ball off to Slap, right off the left tackle, and gets about 2 yards before he's tackled right there to set up a 3rd and short.
Yeah, very good job there by the San Jose offense to get a few yards, make it a 3rd and manageable instead of having maybe a 3rd and long situation.
3rd and 2 from the 36. Sipe again under center with Slap behind him. They hand the ball off to Slap again and gets the yards he needs up to the 41-yard line to gain that 1st down. That was big to keep this drive going.
Yeah, very big. Good decision there, and big for San Jose to keep this drive alive, because if Lexington had that 3 and out, they would have gotten the ball back. But now San Jose continues their drive.
Not only would they gotten the ball back, but they probably would have ended up with decent field position as well. So great job by San Jose as they hand the ball off again. The Slap does a little stutter step, spins, and gets a good 12 yards before he's tackled and gets another 1st down as they cross midfield.
I don't know. It's like he had a lot of blockers for Slap to get the ball, to run the ball. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 blockers before he gets down to the 1st down marker.
Looks like luckily Slap is okay because he took a big hit by that big defender as he was in mid spin almost, it seemed like. So it's kind of an awkward landing. But Slap is back out there with Sipe under center. Sipe's back to throw. This time off to the right, and he's going to catch it before he goes out of bounds. They're going to call that in, and that is number 11, Anthony Delano, as he gets a good 4-yard gain on 1st down. Yeah,
good job there by Delano. Knowing he needs 1 foot in the field of play in the SFL. So
as we hit the 2-minute warning, San Jose's on the move again, leading 14-7. You're watching the SFL Minor League on YouTube. Don't go anywhere. As we welcome you back here in the booth, Nate Hall alongside Just the Reside calling this one from San Jose, California. San Jose Flight taking on the Miners here in Week 5 action with this time Sipe is back in the gun. 4 wide, back to throw is Sipe, and he finds number 11, Delano. I'm sorry, that's 83 this time. Logan Strange on the catch there, but it's going to be enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, now Snape's finding, it's like he's gotten all his wide receivers involved, Slapped involved in the offense. It's like Lexington just can't find any way to defend the pass or the run in this drive.
So far, not yet, as Sipe is back to throw, but he's going to go down. Looks like he took a fall backwards. Number 93 this time. That's going to be a backup defensive end, Ian Rotterbush, on the sack. It's going to set up a 2nd and a long here from the 38-yard line.
Yeah, I was surprised that sack even happened. Was he tripped up or something something happened?
Looked at the defender, took his legs off from under him. Dangerous tackle for sure, but this time throwing out to the right-hand side, and San Jose is going to call a timeout after a nice catch by number 83, Logan Strange. Going back to that previous play, I haven't seen a sack like that in quite some time here in the SFL. Looks like the defender just kind of dove from behind, side kind of dove at his legs, and that's what tripped Sipe up. But luckily, Sipe was okay as Sipe comes back out in the gun, 4 wide here on 3rd and 6, throwing off to the right hand side, and that's going to be tipped away and incomplete. This time, number 31, Darren Underwood with the tip.
Yeah, beautiful job there by Underwood to, cut the route in half and not have the wide receiver catch the ball. Make sure he had it perfectly read, swat the ball down, and make it 4th down.
This is an interesting call right here on 4th and 6 with the 31-yard line. I was going to see if they were going to go for it with Wells missing the field goal earlier, but it looked like they're going to send the kicker out there.
Yeah, if I were Art Vandelay, I would have gone for it, but this is a risky one.
Looks like it'll be about a 47, 48-yard field goal. Bobble the snap, but he gets the kick away to Wells, and he gets it through this time for a good 48-yard field goal to extend the lead to 10 points.
Wow, 48-yard field goal by Simon Wells, even on a bobbled hold there by the backup quarterback.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, when you see a bobble snap like that in other games, that's going to end up being either, blocked or just missed. But this time, Wells did a good job of just staying with it and knocking it through the uprights to extend this lead.
Yeah, very good job there by Wells to extend the lead. And again, now Lexington gets the ball back, and they have to cut this lead.
As Lexington brings it out from about the 5, and gets a spin move away before he's tackled at about the 28-yard line. About 47 seconds left. I'd like to see Lexington maybe get a little bit aggressive here before they close out the half.
Yeah, they got to step on Lexington's got to step on the gas and get some throwing, maybe some slant route passes in. And
looks like they are going to be aggressive as Usman comes out in the gun this time with 4 wide. Back to throw is Usman. Deep throw off to the left, and that's going to be caught. And a timeout called right away as that is caught at about the 48-yard line by number 13, David Gears. He is the one that caught the touchdown earlier, and he comes away with another big catch.
Yeah, he catches the ball, but why would Lexington take a timeout? It's like, step on the gas. You got to cut the lead right now. It's like using a timeout right now.
I think they're just trying to conserve time, because if they don't call a timeout there, the time would tick away. They might waste about 5 or 10 seconds just trying to get set up. So just time management, I think, at this point. But as Usman comes out with the eye behind him formation with 2 wide on either side, hands the ball. Well, that's interesting. Hands the ball off in no huddle off a run play.
Yeah, that was just an interesting play. Now you go no huddle. Oh, for a pass now. Here we go. Oh, look a little dangerous there.
Yeah, dangerous pass indeed. Looking for David Gears over the middle, but play was right there to knock the ball away, not give Gears any kind of room to make that catch as they set up for a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, Gears didn't have any room. The defender was there to swat it down. That's what you sometimes got to do is the defensive side of the ball.
As they come out with a 4 wide formation with Usman under center. Usman back to throw. Looking deep over the middle, and he's going to find his man down to the 32-yard line, and no timeout called right away. This time it's going to be, I believe that is the tight end Michael Sudith on the reception there.
Yeah, let's see the replay. Is it Sudith?
That's 80.
Yep, that's way there. That
Ryan
was way on.
Way, one of the backup wide receivers, making his name known in this ball game, but coming up with a big catch inside the 32-yard line. Set up in a 1st and 10 from there with about 23 seconds left and 1 timeout. Playbook was wide open here, in my opinion, as Usman is under center, 2 wide. Usman back to throw, throws it to the left, and that is going to be caught as David Gears comes away with another nice reception for a 5-yard gain.
Yeah, nice job there by Gears, 5-yard gain. Even though he went out of bounds, that saves the timeout. I understand Lexington's trying to save time, but that was a good decision there by Gears to save the timeout instead of have to use it here.
Let's see. Yeah, it looks like they're going to try to run a few more plays before they might try Brooke Beisel out there for a field goal attempt. This time moves him under center, throws it off to the right with another nice catch. This time by by Way again, and it's going to be a little bit short though of a first down.
Yeah, very short of the first down. 3rd and 1. Maybe run one play out of bounds and then trot out Beisel because you only got 15 seconds.
And it looks like Way didn't get out of bounds there this time. So they called their last timeout, and they're just going to go for the field goal attempt right here. They didn't want to take a chance of the clock running out on a play that ended inbounds. So Beisel out here to try a 40-yard field goal attempt to make it a single-score game. The kick is up and away, and it is going to be good from 40 yards out. It is a 7-point game with only 11 seconds left.
Yeah, good job. Good decision. I say that was a good decision there by Lexington. Even though it was a 3rd and 1, that was the perfect decision. Take the timeout, send Beisel out to kick the 40-yard field goal and cut the San Jose lead to 7.
Nice kick there by Beisel. She is one of the better kickers here in the minor leagues, getting her name out there. For all you SFL coaches and owners looking for kickers, make sure you keep her name in mind come the draft time at the end of this year, as the kick is away. Return from about the goal line. Nice spin move as he returns it up to the 25-yard line. 6 seconds left. I don't think San Jose is going to try anything too major as we're about ready to close out the first half.
Yeah, it's like you just run out the clock with a slap. That's all you got to do here. 5 seconds. It's like just a simple slap run to run out the clock because San Jose had the ball in the first half, so to open the game. So it's Lexington ball, so you just got to run slap right here and now.
3 wide here. Sight back to throw. Throws it off to the right, and it's going to be a caught pass. But it's not going to go for very far, and that is how the first half of play is going to end here in San Jose, with San Jose up over Lexington by a score of 17-10. And Justin, as we start to look at the stats here, what jumps out to you?
It jumps out to me that the passing yards of 71 and the rush yards of 17 of Lexington is just not how you want to start off a game like this. This is very important for Lexington to maybe get a win, but San Jose is winning the run and the pass yards here in this first half. And then Snape on the San Jose side with 2 interceptions to start. It's like sometimes if Snape can get those interceptions out of his head in the tunnel to get the second half started, it's like fresh start. Second half, the fresh start. It's like you're starting over. It's like you got to take those interceptions in the first half and get them out of your mind because you got the second half. It's like you cannot make mistakes like that if you're Snape again in the second half.
Absolutely, and as we mentioned earlier in the first half, San Jose rather coming into this game with a -2 turnover differential, and with Sipe already only throwing 1 touchdown pass to go along with his 2 interceptions, that's going to fall to -3 currently so far. So not going in the right direction is San Jose, but yet they still find themselves in the lead here in after the first half of play. But San Jose's been doing a great job of stopping the running game of Lexington, not getting anything going here on the ground so far.
Yeah, great job by San Jose, limiting him to only 17 rush yards. That is like perfect defense to limit them Lexington offense on the running side of the ball.
As we take a look at a few more of these highlights here before the second half gets underway. Defensive line coming away with a couple of sacks there in the first half, but definitely looking forward to seeing how these teams make, what kind of adjustments these teams make out of the halftime break. Seeing if they maybe go, San Jose maybe goes with Slap a little bit more in the running game to take a little bit of the pressure off of Sipe, feeling like he has to, throw it everywhere. But we'll have to see what happens here as we are about to get the As the ball's kicked away here to Lexington, return from about the 12-yard line. Spin move up to about the 33-yard line is where that return is going to be stopped, and Lexington will be starting their first drive of the second half right there.
Yes, that's an important thing is get the running game, get more yards in the running game because you only had 17 in the first half. You got to get a little bit more if you're Lexington in this second half right now.
So far in the first half with Lexington, it seems like it's the Usman and Gears show. Usually when they have good things happen, it's Usman throwing it to Gears and getting big gains. But they start the second half with a handoff to Stern. Gets a good 4-yard gain here before he's tackled. But nice job by him to find a little bit of space.
Yeah, nice job to have Stern find a little space. But like I'm saying now, this is the time to run Stern every, a couple on first and second down, and then pass on third down.
Yeah, Stern was not able to get into any kind of groove there in the first half. It looks like they are going to take your advice here, Justin, as they hand the ball off to Stern once again, and this time gets a gain of 2 to set up a 3rd and 4.
But now it's 3rd and 4. You don't run Stern again. You have to go for the pass with Gears or Patton, because this is the passing down, not the running down, the passing down.
Well, they're coming out with an I formation this time with Usman under center. They are going to pass it. Usman back to throw. And that was just dropped. Dropped by May, it looked like. Excuse me, that was number 10, Zachary Patton, there with the drop pass. But at any rate, it's going to fall incomplete, setting up a 4th down.
Zach Patton's just got to catch the ball, and you have the 1st down. But he dropped it. It's 4th down. Lexington 3 and out by San Jose. Good job by the San Jose defense. But again, this offense has not gotten the run game in.
So we'll see as the ball is punted away here by the punter, Rand Fullman. And the returner's not going to get very much yards. It looks like, number 81, Marty Hampton is not going to get very far there as they set up shop on the 27-yard line to set up their first drive of the 3rd quarter.
Yes, perfect job there by the special teams of Lexington there to bottle up Hampton on the return.
Sipe under center with 2 backs split behind him with 3 wide. Sipe back to throw. And that one's not going to be caught. That time looked like they were looking for Logan Strange there on that reception. I wasn't too sure if the defender got there a little bit early on that play, but to call that incomplete pass.
Yeah, that definitely looked like pass interference to me, but it seems like the ref said, or 62 said, no, that was a clean play.
So saying it's a clean play, it sets up a 2nd and 10 now from the 27-yard line. Sipe again under center. Flap offset behind him. Sipe back to throw again. Deep throw over the middle, looking for number 47 this time. That's going to be tight end Clinton Wilkerson, and that's going to be incomplete to set up a 3rd and long.
Yeah, 2 passes, 2 incompletes. I think it's time to, maybe if you're San Jose, maybe run slap on this play, maybe, because you need 10 yards to get the 1st down.
They're going to go in the gun formation here. Looks like Sipe is going to be back maybe to throw this one with 4 wide for a 3rd straight passing play. I'm kind of surprised they didn't get slap involved in the running game on this first one. But that one, boy, that was tipped away by number 54, Justin Wilkes, and luckily for San Jose, that one wasn't picked off.
Yeah, luckily that wasn't Snipe's 3rd interception of the game, because the wide receiver had defenders all over him.
So not a good start to this second half by San Jose, going 3 and out here, and kicking the ball right back to Lexington as the punter back to punt it away, Aaron Lynn, and the fair catch signal for at the 40-yard line, and that is where Lexington will start this next drive as Usman is about to take the field. Listen up, SFLmers. SFLm action continues on Saturday, November 27th, starting at 7 p.m. Eastern. You can watch every single SFL minor league game on the SFL YouTube channel, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel and hit the notification bell to receive updates. Help the league get to 5,000 subscribers during the SFLm's 4th season, the SFL minor league where football dreams begin. As Usman's back to throw, this time he finds his man for a good 7-yard gain before he's tackled. And it looks like, looks like a little bit slow to get up is number 45, tight end Lawrence Perry, but he's going to get a good 7 yards.
Yeah, good job there by their tight end there to get it to a 2nd and manageable.
2nd and 3 as they come out and hand the ball off to Stern, and second verse, same as the first from the first half. There's nowhere to go here for Slap for a 2-yard loss there on that play.
Yeah, that was just a perfect idea. There, just not a lot of running room.
And it's going to be a definite passing play here on 3rd and medium as Usman comes out in the gun, back to throw. Deep throw over the left, tipped away, and it looks like that was number 24 this time. Tyrone Clay for San Jose coming up with a tip pass to set up a 4th down for Lexington.
Yeah, I think Guzman there threw a duck there, and Clay was able easily to tip that ball away.
And it looked like the wide receiver there for Lexington might have had a couple of steps on the closest defender, so had Usman gotten a little bit of air under that one, we might be saying a totally different story from that play. But nonetheless, it falls incomplete, and Lexington's back to punt here on 4th down. As the punt is away, trying to pin San Jose deep, fielded from the 16. Nice juke move to miss that first defender, and gets up to the 21-yard line. And that is where Type and company will start off this next drive.
Yeah, San Jose's been doing good mix of run and pass the whole game. It's like this is why they have a 7-point lead right now, because they have combined the run and or the pass to get yardage and touchdowns.
See what the Siphon Company can do here, starting off this next set of plays. 1st and 10 from the 21, and a nice diving catch there is made. That is going to be number 10. Excuse me. I think that was number 10. Oh, no, they're going to say that was Logan Strange there, but a nice diving play to give them a 1st down on that play.
Yeah, what a diving player there by Logan Strange. It's like San Jose knew, kind of knew what they were doing, passing it to Strange, but there was no Lexington defender there.
Sipe this time hands the ball off to Slap. And this time, Slap gets no gain on that play before he's tackled by Dalton.
Yeah, Dalton found where Slap was and he tackled him, and that's what you got to do as a linebacker. Obviously, important. They are important players when you're looking at draft wise.
Sipe back to throw from the gun formation, gets it off to the right, and that is going to be Delano with a nice catch for a good 5-yard gains on 2nd down.
Yeah, good job there by Delano to get out of bounds, get away from the defender, make sure he doesn't get tackled. And this is what San Jose's been doing all game. Get a run, and then throw a pass to Delano or Strange. In this case, it was Delano.
And Sipe has some major weapons to throw the ball to between Strange and Delano, and throwing in tight end DJ Bandit, who we haven't called here yet today. And that's going to be an illegal forward pass, I think. I think he crossed the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he definitely crossed the line of scrimmage. That's a mistake that a quarterback should never do. He should know where the line of scrimmage is.
Absolutely, and that is what the call is going to be on this penalty. Lost it down, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Just a tough break there for San Jose's offense.
Yeah, that was a mistake. Yeah, Snape that had, he had the play down. He knew it was a passing play, but he threw it. Oh, wow, they're challenging this?
Wow. It looked like to me he was past the line of scrimmage, but San Jose's coach just doesn't see it that way. And we're going to go under the hood here in the 3rd quarter to see.
Wow, Art Vandelay throwing the challenge flag on this.
Now if I'm correct, everything on him has to be across the line. if he's behind the line, any part of him is behind the line, then that's legal. And as we look at the replay, the call is overturned, and San Jose is not charged a timeout. It looked like that back foot might have still been behind or at the line. So
Wow, take the penalty back, bring back third down. Wow, Art Fanley, good challenge by him.
after all that, it's still going to be 4th and 2 because that play only gained 3 yards. So the kind of, in my opinion, a waste of a challenge there, but maybe gained 3 yards. But nonetheless, the ball's going to be punted back to Lexington, and a fair caught there around the 25-yard line, and Lexington will start the next drive right there.
Yeah, but yeah, I know it was a wasted challenge, but I think Art Vanley was trying to save himself that first time out of this, of this second half, so he didn't have to have 2 timeouts instead of 3 timeouts.
Yeah, absolutely. I can see that way of thinking for sure. As Usman comes out under center with 3 wide to the right and a single back offset behind him. He turns around, hands the ball off to Stern, tries to bounce off to the right-hand side, but once again, only finds about a 1-yard gain before Bryant James tackles him out there in the open.
Yeah, that's what Lexington is trying to do. They're trying to get Stern into the running game, and San Jose just finds him. It's like, you got to keep going with this running attack.
As it's 2nd and 9 now, hands the ball off again to Stern. This time Stern finds a good 8 yards right up the middle before he's tackled to set up a 3rd and short.
Yeah, this is now Lexington's plan right now. You go get 3rd down and 1. It's either a passing down or a running down. Most likely running, since it's only a 3rd and a yard.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you there. It's 3rd and 1. You got a good gain there on that previous play. I think you just turned the ball, or turn around and hand the ball off again to Stern. But let's see what they do here on 3rd and short. Offset eye. They're going to go ahead to pass this. Usman throws the ball over the middle. Nice spin move. It's going to be caught. And that is going to be number 85, John Michael Sudeth there, big tight end on the catch to get a 1st down.
Yeah, good job there by Sudeth to be the open target, say, hey, I'm open here. Give me the ball.
As we'll take a look at David Gears there on the sidelines as Lexington comes out with a big ace jumbo set with a single back behind him. They're going to swing the ball out in the flats to Stern, and Stern gets 5 yards before he's pushed out of bounds to set up a 2nd and medium.
Yeah, good job there. Even though it's another running pass play, it's like you get the swing pass involved this time. It's like you got to get the run play maybe on this next call.
Usman may be starting to find a groove here midway through the 3rd quarter. Let's see what they do here as they have it 2nd and 5 from about the 46-yard line. Looks like he's changing up the play, coming out with Usman under center and I formation behind him with a single wide receiver out left. Turns around, hands the ball off to Stern, and Joe Ware to go once again for Stern as he loses 2 yards on that play.
Yeah, maybe if Usman was doing that audible, he should have audibled to a passing play, because the run game right there just got bottled up.
Nowhere to go once again for Stern as they come out with 3rd and 7. I think you're going to have to pass it here, and they will come out to pass. Usman looked like he was under pressure, but he gets the ball away. Deep throw over to the left, and that is going to be batted away by number 24, Tyrone Clay, and incomplete to set up a 4th down.
Another duck ball by Usman. This, you have to have perfect passes. These duck balls are not going to get catched unless you're a defender.
And that was big Tyrone Clay on the previous 2 drives, come away with 2 big pass deflections on those 2 drives respectively to stop the Lexington offense in its tracks. So good job by him to come alive here in this 3rd quarter as Lexington punts the ball away here and sets up shop from about the 21-yard line. Visit the SFL website at simulationfl.net for links to apparel from Sector 6, the official apparel provider of the Simulation Football League, and SFL mini helmets from 97 Sports Promotions. Sector 6 features replica team jerseys and completely customized jackets. I don't know if you've got any jerseys, Justin, but I do from a previous team, but we'll keep that under wraps. Flags, t-shirts, and more. Get the gear the fans wear with Sector 6, 97 Fourth Promotion, and the SFL. Definitely some great merchandise there on those websites. As Flap gets the handoff there, it looks like, and gets about 4 yards there on the play.
Yeah, perfect job there by Slap to get 4. You know, it's like San Jose has been getting the run and the pass play in tonight's game.
As 2nd and 6 here from the 25-yard line, San Jose sight back to throws it to Slap out in the flats, and gets a 2-yard loss there. It looks like Slap stopped there on his route because stopped in his tracks there in the route that he was running, and just couldn't catch that one in stride, and that's what led to the loss of yardage.
Yeah, that was kind of a good play, gone bad, right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Sipes back to throw in the gun, and just overthrows his wide receiver. That wide receiver laid out for that ball and just couldn't come away with it. So that's going to be a 3-and-out for this offense.
Yeah, that was a perfect dart there by Sape. But the wide receiver just was a little bit out of his reach.
Looks like he might have been Sipe might have been under pressure there a little bit on that play by one of the defenders, so that might be why he let that one go a little bit too early. Had he held on to that ball a little bit more, got that ball on target, it might be a different outcome. Nonetheless, punter for San Jose is out to punt this one away. Lynn, it's going to be returned at the 44-yard line, and it's going to get tackled at about the 48. And Lexington here on this drive is going to come away with pretty decent field position here as they are looking to possibly tie it up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, this is really good field position now for a lot of stern runs, get that gears pass, make sure it's all clicking on the offensive side of the ball.
Sawyer Stern, 28 total yards running. That is just not going to get it done here in the SFL minor league. As they hand the ball off again to Stern. And once again, no gain on that play. So Sawyer Stern gets bottled up this time by number 66.
Yeah, and that many running yards is not like those Brandy Squarebushes and the Doug Browns of the SFLm. And also, you're trying to get drafted, and those kind of numbers, when the GM looks at them, goes, maybe, maybe not.
Yeah, absolutely. Not doing the... Oh boy, that was tipped, but that's going to be picked off. That's going to give it a pick 6 for San Jose going the other way. And what a play this time by number 57. That's outside linebacker Jeremy Toombs with a huge pick 6 to extend this lead to 13.
Wow, that was just a play that I think was in the flat. Stern was trying to catch it, but Toombs was there to grab it and take it to the house.
Yeah, it looks like Stearns just had trouble bringing that one in there in the flats. Bobbled it about 2 or 3 times, and off that last tip up in the air, Toombs was just able to grab that one off the tip and just take it the rest of the way and give his team a 14-point lead, pinning this extra point as kicker Wells comes out to attempt this extra point. That is down. Kick is up by Wells, and it is good to give this flight team a 14-point lead late in the third quarter.
Yeah, that is an interception that you never would rarely happens. But then again, it was a flat play. Toombs was there, and he just ran with it.
Well, like you said, not a play you normally see in the SFL, but that just ends up being a backbreaker for sure for this Lexington minor team and their morale as they look to try to bring this game closer in late stage of this game, as the return is brought out to about the 28-yard line. And if you're Usman and company coming out here on the field with about 2:30 left here in the third quarter, you got to just forget about that last play. Kind of think of that as kind of a freak play, maybe a little bit, and just go back to business as usual and try to get down the field.
Yeah, because that play was a perfect designed flat play, but Stern here, as he runs here, is just wasn't able to handle the ball.
Yeah, so they're just going to go back to the running play here on first down, and Stern bounces off to the left to get 6 yards. We'll see if they go back to the run, pass mantra that they were doing so well with earlier in this quarter.
Yeah, hopefully they can get back to the 2 runs and a pass every first and second down.
Drum Boys formation turning around and handing it off to Stern, this time wrapped up and no gain on that play. Number 55, Sean Robinson on the tackle. He's come away with some big plays on defense.
Yeah, Robinson just came in there like a homing missile, boom, and down goes Sawyer for no gain.
And as we look at Robinson there in these week 4 signings on each side of the ball, it just goes to prove that as that one is caught this time over the middle, that it's never too late to join this league, as this time it's number 82 on the catch, backup wide receiver Chris Armstrong.
Yeah, and linebackers are important when it comes to draft time, because teams could need a linebacker or two when the draft comes up in December, because owners and GMs need to decide, do I need a linebacker on my defense?
Absolutely, as this time week 4 signing Sam Blotner on that play with the tackle after the catch was made. So these new signees making their name known early during this ball game is a good sign for them for weeks to come, as Stern just doesn't get anywhere and actually loses the yard on that play before he's tackled.
Yeah, good job, but there by the San Jose defense to get Stern on a run play.
Stern on the run play for a -1, and Blotner again on the second play in a row coming away with a big TFL, as Lexington and Usman comes out under center with empty backfield, and he's in trouble, and he's going to go down for the sack. That's going to be a loss of about 8 yards as Buster Johnson comes through the line and takes him down.
Yep, Buster Johnson sacks Usman, and as obviously saw, he lets his defender, he takes, gets off his offensive blocker and goes to Usman to take him down.
Big play by Buster Johnson on that play. Coming with a big sack to make a 3rd and 18 as Usman comes out in the gun with 3 to the right, 1 to the left, trying to throw, and he's going to go down again. This time back to the 30-yard line for another 4-yard loss, and that is number 91, Walter Reed on that sack, as we close out the 3rd quarter of play here in San Jose. As when we come back, Lexington's going to have a 4th and mile down by 14. You're watching the SFL Minor League here on YouTube. Stay tuned. As Lexington's punter, number 7, comes out to punt, that's Rand Fullman. Like I said, it's going to be about 4th and a mile, so they're kicking the ball away to San Jose. Doesn't get a whole lot on this punt. Back to the 35-yard line, and is returned out to the 37-yard line. Is where they'll start this next possession.
Yeah, it's like San Jose's doing all the right things. Lexington's just doing all the wrong things.
They're doing all the wrong things there on that last drive for sure, allowing Usman to get, well, the offensive linemen were doing the wrong things on the last drive, I should say, allowing Usman, their quarterback, to get sacked 2 times in a row. Definitely not a good path to success for their offense if they're trying to come back in this game, as they hand the ball off here to Slap, and Slap gets about 5 yards off to the left before he's tackled to set up a 2nd and medium.
Yeah, good job by Slap to get it to a 2nd and medium, because 2nd and mediums are important in tight late game stuff like this here, even though you're up by 14.
Definitely trying to extend the lead regardless of how far ahead they are, as they turn around and hand the ball off to Slap and get smacked right around midfield. Number 22, Travis Arthur, laid the wood there, but not before Slap gets 1st down yardage.
Yeah, Slap got 1st down yardage, but Travis Arthur just took him to the woodshed. Here in this replay.
Hey, Justin, I've been sitting on this all game long. Can I say it? Slap just got slapped by. There you go. Little slap on slap action as we come out on 1st down. right around midfield. As Sipe comes out under center with offset eye behind him and a wide receiver off to the right. I wouldn't be surprised if they hand the ball off again to Slap. They do so. Slap goes up the middle. This time he gets slapped before he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, I'm stuck on that word now. Look at what I did there. As he
Uh,
loses a yard on that play.
yep. They're again Lexington defense there to lay the wood on Slap again, and Slap's just been taken to the woodshed twice this drive.
See if they give him a little bit of a break here on 2nd and long. Sight back to throw. Off to the left, and that is tipped.
Oh!
Tipped twice, and it's just going to fall incomplete as they were looking for Strange off to the left-hand side. Looked like Dalton might have been in there for one of the tips and one of the secondary members on the second one. But nonetheless, it falls incomplete there and sets up.
It was Forrester, Dalton, and then Travis Arthur just there to try to get the interception, but it just didn't fall in his hands.
See what they do here on 3rd and 11 from the 49-yard line. Sight back into the gun formation with 4 wide as Sight's back to throw. And this time he is going to get sacked. We had some sack action on that previous drive by Lexington when they were on offense. This time Roundbush, big defensive end, comes away with this sack on Sight.
Yep, right here. Sack pressure equals sacks every single time.
So good job by Lexington's defense to come out and get the stop that they needed to get the ball back to their offense, knowing that they need to get scores quickly as this 4th quarter starts to run down on the clock. As the punt is away by San Jose, fielded from about the 16-yard line. Nice spin move, and that's going to be brought out to about the 20-yard line before he's tackled right there. And that is where Lexington will start this next drive. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection. State-of-the-art technology and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the SFL. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. As Usman's barking out calls, looking to change the play a little bit, swings the ball out to Stern, out in the flats. He's got some room, and he's going to get a good 12 yards off to the left before he's pushed out of bounds, set up a first down.
Yeah, good job there. I think that was the swing play that they needed to get the Toombs interception out of their heads from a couple plays ago.
Absolutely, as proof right there that Stern can catch it in the flats instead of bobble it. Turns it upfield, get a good 12-yard gains to set up a first down. Definitely a play that they need to keep this drive going as Usman comes out under center with 3 wide, offset eye behind him. Turns around, hands the ball off to Stern, and runs up the middle for about 3 yards before he's tackled at about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, that was a good 3-yard run. Now you got to maybe run Stern again, and then 3rd down, like I said before, go for the pass play.
Let's see what they do on 2nd and 7. Get a good look at James there as he's out and defending the passes. Usman comes out under center with a bunch formation behind him. Back to throw, though, is Usman out in the flats to Stern. Has a little bit of room out there on the left-hand side and gains about 5 yards before he's tackled at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, I would thought they would run Stern. They go to the flats to Stern this time. I was like very confused in this play. It's like you running the ball perfectly with Stern on a first down. Now you go to the flats pass on a second, make a 3rd and medium, but
they're just trying to keep the defense honest as they're trying to get a mix of run and pass with Stern still in the conversation on each play. As Usman comes under center, hands the ball off and just doesn't go anywhere, and instead loses 4 yards before as Walter Reed gets a tackle for loss on that big 3rd down play.
Yeah, that was the passing down. You needed a long pass to Gears, but you go to Stern on a run play. That is very confusing for me on a 3rd down. You don't usually go for run plays on a 3rd and medium, 3rd and short.
So being 4th down on their own territory. That one's almost blocked, but it's going to get punted away here by Lexington. Received at about the 29-yard line and returned right up the middle to about the 33-yard line. And let's see what San Jose comes out with here on this drive, looking to extend this lead about halfway through the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's like it's got to be time for San Jose to maybe to close this game out, get a touchdown, make sure Lexington cannot come back from 3 scores down instead of 2.
And in that other league, we talk about sometimes this is where the 4-minute offense comes into play as they turn around and hand the ball off to Slap. It looks like he couldn't get anywhere on that play as they call it a no gain on first down.
Yeah. It's like you got to try the run, but if it doesn't succeed, try again, as they say.
Absolutely. The important thing is the clock is moving for San Jose as they're looking to bleed it away and possibly come away with a win here. What a big win this would be. If they do win this game, they would go to 2-3 and still in the mix of the conversation, depending on what happens later in the season, as they're looking to number 10. Looks like that is Walters there, but it falls incomplete.
Yeah, that a good try by Walters to make a catch like that. But those sometimes, when you have a defender draped on you, it's very hard to catch the ball.
As they come out here on a 3rd and 10 play, this time sat back out in the gun, 4 wide with Slap to the right of him. Slap back to throw, looking to the right, and that is going to be a nice tipped ball. This time Isabella Blackwell gets in the path of that one and knocks it away to set up a 4th down.
Yeah, that is her 3rd or 4th time she knocked down a pass like that. That she has been doing what great job in the passing lanes. It's like I hope any SFLm or SFL coaches or owners or GMs are watching because she needs to be drafted. I tell you what.
And I'm one of those old school guys that believes defense wins ball games. So if I'm an owner or if I'm a coach, I am looking at players like Travis Arthur, like Isabella Blackwell for the Miners, and even for the Flight. Well, if you want a defensive lineman, no better place to look than Buster Johnson, as that punt is away and fielded at a 29-yard line.
Yeah, that, like you said, if you're on if you're needing a defensive line, get Buster in the draft. If you need like a DB like Isabella Blackwell, you go for her.
Absolutely, and Lexington needs a score on this drive in the worst way with a little over 6 minutes left in this game. Shout out to everybody in chat watching this one and joining along in the chat here on YouTube as Usman back to throw, has a deep person, and that is going to be tipped away. He was looking for Gears on that left-hand side, but it's tipped away by number 24. That is going to be Tyrone Clay on the incompletion.
Yeah, Tyrone Clay is tight right there on Gears, and he just flaps the ball away from Gears trying to get a long touchdown play.
A little bit of chat shout-outs here. I saw AJ in here, Isabella Blackwell in here, James Walters, one of my old teammates from Vancouver in here. How you doing, buddy? Aaron Gooden's in here, LA Likens, Ted Stern. Just nice to see everybody in here taking this game in here on Week 5 action in the minor leagues as they turn around, hand the ball off to Stern, and he's going to get the good yardage here as he gets an 11-yard gain off to the left-hand side to give his team a first down.
Yeah, great job by their source Stern there. Look at this. He blocks one defender. He steps on another defender, and then they just drag him down. Even though he got the first down, again, look at the stiff arm, and then gets an extra yard. Even though he needed 10 yards, he got 11.
Absolutely. And going back to the chat shout-outs, correct me if I'm wrong, Justin, but I believe LA Likens is Tom Rahman, I believe.
Yes, correct. Yep, owner of the LA Likens, one of the owners.
All right, so we got some owners, we got some coaches in here taking in some of this action as David Gears gets a nice 8-yard gain to set up a 2nd and short.
Yep, I see J-Rock, CB for Atlanta as well in the chat.
Absolutely. And these minor leaguers are looking with all these coaches and owners out here in the chat watching this game. They're trying to get their name out here as we approach the second half of this minor league season. But Stern this time doesn't go anywhere. Calls it a no gain on that play to set 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that was San Jose's been doing that all night on defense, stopping Sawyer Stern every time he gets the rock.
as Usman comes out under center here on 3rd and 2. See if they go to the swing pass here. It looks like it might be, yes, they're going back to pass. Swing pass, call me Nostradamus, but that one's not going to go anywhere as Stern only gets 1 yard on that play before he's tackled. So nice job by defense to get him before he gets the first down.
Yeah, great job by the San Jose defense. But Lexington on that 3rd down should have gone to a longer pass play instead of what they decided on I'm guessing that was a flat play on that one.
And I agree with this 100%. Coming out, going for it on 4th down. Oh, but they're not going to get the first down. He goes out of bounds, number 25. You can't do that. That's Aaron Aronson. And he's going to get out of bounds before he gets that first down and turn the ball over to San Jose.
My goodness, you had a yard to go and you get 1 yard short. Oh my goodness. So, Lexington was trying to take it down to a 7-point lead, and now you give the ball back to San Jose.
Wow. So, yeah, and looking back on that play, that fullback was wide open in the flat, so had he turned it upfield, he would have had a first down for sure. But nonetheless, Flat's going to get the handoff and start bleeding this clock away as he gets 5 yards on that first down play.
Yeah, maybe make Lexington force themselves to take timeouts with this clock, with San Jose now bleeding this clock to 4 minutes.
Isabella Blackwell having herself a great game this evening as San Jose comes out in the jumbo I formation, Sipe under center. Looking to bleed a lot of clock here as they go under 4 minutes now. Hands the ball off to Slab, looking to squeeze between the linemen and gets 4 yards to set up a 3rd and short.
Yep. Yeah, here's the call now. Do you stop him if you're Lexington defense on a 4th and short, 3rd and any harder? Do you hit him in the mouth with a pass play?
I think if you're San Jose right now, you just run it with Slap. He's been getting good yardage here on the first 2 plays. So I don't see any reason why you would jeopardize throwing a pick here. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short as Sipe comes out under center with an offset eye behind him. Leading the clock once again all the way down to 3 minutes. Turns around, hands the ball out to Slap, and he's going to go forward for a couple of yards, but still enough yards to get that first down that they needed.
Yep, they needed that first down to keep the clock rolling. Now down to about 2:46, going to hit 2:44 as this first down is about to commence.
So here's another aspect of this drive. So you got the first down if you're San Jose. You're inside the 40-yard line. You're bleeding the clock down like you wanted, but now you're in that range where you might be able to bring out Wells later on if you don't get another first down. So let's see what happens here from this first down play. Side turning around, handing the ball off to Slap. Gets good yardage all the way up to the 32-yard line for 6 yards before he's tackled. Yep,
good job there. Again, San Jose's trying to bleed the clock. We're just about to hit the 2-minute warning. So you're going to have to do it again once we get out of the 2-minute warning.
And that play is going to take us to the 2-minute warning with San Jose up 24-10 here in San Jose. You're watching the SFL Minor League on YouTube. Don't go anywhere. Anything can happen, as we know, here in the minor leagues. As San Jose comes out here on 2nd and 4, we welcome you back here to the booth. Nate Hall here with Justin Reside as we're closing out this game for week 5 action between these two teams. And Lexington comes away with a big tackle for a loss of 3 yards, and setting up a 3rd and 7. Lexington takes their first time out.
Yeah, that's what I think San Jose was planning. Run that run play, let 2 minutes bleed off the clock, and force Lexington to call their first time out of the game of this 4th quarter.
As Sipe comes back under center with split backs behind him, 3 wide. Maybe they're thinking pass here, get a first down, and just bleed the rest of this clock out. Sipe back to throw. What a dangerous pass. He was triple covered there. And number 22 for Lexington, Travis Arthur, comes away with a big pass deflection to make it 4th down.
Yeah, you had Arthur, Blackwell, and Woodson on, all 3 of them on Logan Strange there. That was very dangerous.
So will they punt it here? Because if a non-contracted kicker goes out there, it's going to be a
They're gonna punt it.
52-yard.
They're punting it.
Yeah, they are going to punt this one. I think that's a good call. Try to pin Lexington as deep as possible, knowing they have a non-contracted kicker on their side. They kick it down, and it's going to be fair caught at the 11-yard. I'm sorry, the 12-yard line. So here with about a minute 48 left in this game, 2 timeouts left. Usman and company is going to try to see what they can do to move down the field as quickly as possible and maybe make something happen here late in this ball game.
Yeah, because you're down again 2 scores. You have only a minute 48 left. You got a plan to maybe go for the 2-minute drill. Maybe if you're lucky, use your timeouts.
As Usman's back to throw from the gun, he is under pressure. He's going to go down. He's sacked at the 7-yard line, and they're going to go hurry up. As that is number 66, I believe, Buster Johnson there on that sack, coming away with another big play. Back to throw is Usman again.
Usman, there you go.
It looked like he might have been sacked in the end zone for a second, but good reception there out onto the right by number 82, Chris Armstrong, and he's going to go out of bounds to stop the clock to set up a 3rd and short.
Yep, that saves their 2 timeouts right then and there. You gotta, you're saving your timeouts. You don't want to use them too early because you want to make sure you have clock to try to get this down to at least the 1-score game.
And I love how Armstrong secured that ball with both hands, making sure that when he got hit or pushed out of bounds, that ball was not going to fly free. That is something you definitely want to see if you're on the sidelines or on the offense for Lexington right now. As Usman comes out under center with 5 wide, it's all slant pattern, and that's going to be caught as they go into hurry up. That's going to be.
That's what Lexington's going to do right now. You got to go into this 2-minute drill.
Absolutely under hurry up. Usman back to throw again. That was going to fall incomplete. Nice coverage on the play. They were looking for number 10 there, Zachary Patton, but that's going to fall harmlessly to the ground and incomplete.
Yeah, harmlessly to the ground. That was a good job by San Jose's defense, knowing that Lexington's going into a 2-minute drill on that pass play.
So Lexington coming out with a 2nd and 10 from the 30-yard line. This time, Usman coming out under center with 4 wide, 3 up to the top of the screen, 1 to the bottom. Usman back to throw, under pressure, gets rid of it, and that's going to be batted up in the air. And I thought that could have been caught as off the bounce from the defender by the offensive wide receiver, but Kent was able to bat that one down incomplete.
Yeah, they had I believe that was the nickel or the dime package on that play to cover every wide receiver, and that ball was bouncing all over the place.
So Kent was the last one to touch that ball, but if I looked at the replay correctly, it went defender, first defender, wide receiver, second defender, and just to the ground. So interesting bounce that the ball took on that play. Nonetheless, Usman back to throw here on 3rd down, and throws it over the middle, and that just bounces off the hands and incomplete, setting up a 4th down. And this late in the ball game with only a minute left, Lexington's going to have to go for it. This is for the ball game.
Yep, this is 4th and 10, 4th and ball. If San Jose defends it, it's ball game. If not, Lexington continues their drive.
As Usman comes out in the gun formation, 5 wide here on this play. He's going to need some protection, I think, if he wants to go for a deep pass here. He's been sacked a couple times here in this game, but he goes back to throw, and that's going to be just off the hands of number 83 and incomplete. And that is going to be Frank Hubbard with the incompletion, and that's going to hurt and send Lexington home with a loss.
Yeah, this is a hard loss. Coming back from a break like this, you had to go 1 and 3 to maybe get in the playoff race, but now San Jose is going to probably take a couple kneels downs to go 1 and 2 and go into a Thanksgiving Day weekend game with a victory.
As they are in, San Jose is in victory formation. The site does kneel it here. Lexington will take their 2nd timeout to stop the clock. But you said it there, Justin. It's going to be a big win here for San Jose. They came into this ball game only 1 win on the season. but having an extra week off after last week didn't have any SFL minor league games, so to speak. They did have the the All-Star game on Axel Raven's channel, but they had an extra week to prepare for this game, and San Jose came out with a good game plan, and they're going to come away with a win and go to 2-3 on the season. And Lexington, we said it, this is going to be a tough loss for them. Coming in 2-1 into this game, it's going to be an even 2-2 now.
Yeah, even 2-2. You know, you have a playoff. You're trying to get into a playoff race. You know, trying to get into the playoff race with December, with Thanksgiving games coming up next weekend and December games coming up and into the playoff. You know, to get yourself into the playoff picture.
With only 3 weeks left in the regular season, Lexington's going to have to go back to the drawing board to see what worked for them in those 2 previous wins to maybe give themselves a late playoff push. But the Lexington had those 2 timeouts. They took them after those kneel downs by San Jose, so they're going to get one more shot to get a couple of garbage yards here towards the end of this game. As San Jose punts this away, is down in the end zone, so Lexington will come out here on the 20-yard line, try to get a couple of plays at least under their belt before this one ends. Yeah,
try to get that Hail Mary pass. Even though, if you make it, you get yardage. If not, San Jose's still going to win this game.
Yeah, come away with something positive, I think, if you're Lexington in this situation, as Usman back to throw over the middle. That one's going to be caught, but the clock is ticking down, and that's going to be ball game. So, as we close out this ball game with a victory for San Jose Flight, they're going to take the W here, 24-10 over the Lexington Miners. And looking back on this second half and on this game altogether, what do you think the biggest reason for this victory was for San Jose?
It's all about the passing. It's all about getting your getting Snape to get his wide receivers involved, Slap getting good runs, and I'm thinking also the interception bug of Usman also on the defensive side for San Jose. That's what brought them the win tonight.
Absolutely, as we've taken a look at that number 57 coming away with the pick 6 to make it a 2-score game. As we look at the player of the game is Josh Slap. So congratulations to him. 83 yards rushing, win a touchdown. Also has a receiving touchdown for this game. So nice game by him altogether. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us tonight for Week 5 action in the minor leagues. On behalf of Cam, who is producing for us this evening, and my color analyst, Justin Reside, this is Nate Hall. You've been watching the SFL Minor Leagues on YouTube. Have a great night.